All right, guys, we're out here today at the range doing a little shooting, enjoying ourselves. Spring has sprung here in Montana. It's beautiful, 50 degrees out today. But today I want to talk about something that's really important for shooting in general, but also when you're out in the field. I don't see a lot of people doing this enough, and it's the importance of a rear support. So over the past year, a couple of us in the office have dove super deep into the shooting sports. We've shot a couple competitions, shot some NRL hunters, and really seen an improvement in our shooting this past hunting season. And one of the biggest takeaways for me was the importance of a rear support. So you've seen us in the past using big sandbags, heavy stuff that you typically wouldn't bring with you out hunting. I think that my sandbag over there is 10 pounds itself. So it's not really practical to bring out into the field. So today we thought it'd be fun to kind of rip some things out of the bag. My hunting pack. This hunting pack, I haven't touched it since the last hunt I went on, which was a deer hunt in Montana. Haven't touched it. It's got all my gear in there still that I would have on a typical hunt. And I'm just gonna run you through all the different items in here that you typically wouldn't think, oh, I could use this as a rear support. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, today we're gonna show you that you can use them. So I have used a couple of these items in the past while shooting at game animals, but today, just kind of fun little experiment. We're gonna pull out a lot of random things out of this backpack and see how it can help as a rear support while shooting. So if you just barely move the back end of your rifle, you're gonna notice a huge difference in the front. So like say you move it 1/8 of an inch in the back, you're gonna notice that on your target. You're gonna be missing it by feet. So that's really where having a good rear support is super important. Another really big area where having a rear support helps is when you are trying to spot impacts. So a lot of times when you're out hunting by yourself, you don't have a buddy that's there watching. We're fortunate a lot of times when we're out filming, we have a cameraman or a friend that can spot impacts. But when you're out by yourself, it really is good and a helpful tool to be able to spot your impacts. And having a good rear support along with good fundamentals is a way to improve your chances of spotting that impact where you nailed them, or spotting an impact where you missed and maybe it's still out there and you can make a quick adjustment and harvest that animal. So without further ado, let's get down on the ground, start pulling stuff out of this bag and seeing what we can make a rear support with. All right, we're set up here. We got a 300-yard target downrange. And first and foremost, I'm just gonna shoot without a rear support, kind of show you guys. Honestly, I feel like I'm probably gonna hit it. The key really here is to notice like the wobble and like potentially the heart rate. And hopefully that'll be mitigated when I show you the other positions when we actually have a support in the rear. So here's a 300-yard, no rear support. We got a bipod. Again, I always hunt with a bipod. And so a lot of these shots are going to be with a bipod, but I'll try and get a little creative. Maybe we'll use the pack as a front support and then something else as a rear support. So here we go, unsupported rear. Yeah, I missed. And I was holding left edge because there is a little bit of a wind, but also like that's a good example there of like, I wasn't even able to see where I missed. All right, so now let's start pulling stuff out. First things first, binos. Jace shot his bear last year just using binos. So I'm just gonna add that right there. There we go. You can totally see the impact there. I'm holding just a little bit on the left edge because we do have a left to right. You can see the mirage behind going left to right. But you can see that recoil management was great and there was no wobble at all. So that's one example, your binos. We got a butt pad right here. And these are just quick little like, that took me no time. And if we're laying prone 300 yards from an animal, we have time. Was able to see a little bit left edge there, but a lot more steady, as you can see. Since I gotta take the tripod off to get into my bag, let's see if we can use that. Use the rubber feet in the bag here. Just a tripod. Left edge again. All right, so there's 3 items I didn't even have to get into my pack. And you can just see in that footage, I'm sure, how much more steady it is. Beanie. This one's not as stable. Still stable enough. Jacket. This is just like what's in here? Knives, gloves, nitro gloves, headlamp, stuff like that. And again, like, this is not a super far shot, but I think that you're gonna be able to really see a difference just supporting the rear of your rifle. Just really focusing on a good rear support. I'm not going to use this one. It's basically the same thing we just did. Got some rain gear. All right, and then this one is game bags. If you don't have game bags when you're hunting, what are you doing? So the good old Caribou game bags have really helped me a lot in the past. And this is the one that we've always said like is the best. It's just got good qualities of being a rear support, squishy yet firm. It's malleable so you can really move it around. But something you're always gonna have if you're out hunting, game bags. Rifle starting to dig in there a little bit. All right, game bag. That was a hit. I didn't do a good job with recoil management there, but you can see it hit the right side. It didn't hold as much there. All right, we got some dude wipes. This is kind of silly, but there is a little bit of a plastic there. That might help. It would be helpful if I had more dude wipes in here. I'm fresh out. And then got a hunter's tarp here. Another Caribou game product. But last but not least, I got a rain fly from my that you'd use for your backpack there when it's raining. Really liking left edge today, but there we go. A few items from the backpack. Really, the point of this video is just to show that the importance of a rear support. And when you have a rear support, you're able to spot your misses, mitigate recoil better. you're able to really support the rifle and make much more accurate shots. I think that like it really instills confidence in myself when I can have something in the back. And honestly, I just showed you guys jacket, rain gear, random stuff that you have in your pack. I mean, we didn't even get into the top of my lid. We didn't even use the pack. Unlimited ways to support your rifle in the rear. Really, again, this is just a fun video to get you guys thinking about ways to support the rifle. So appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't checked it out already, we got new Fresh Tracks merch. Check it out. It helps us out a lot. Keeps the lights on so I can have a job. Jace can be having a job filming back there. And we really appreciate you guys watching all of our videos. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks a bunch.